News at 5.
Bob Larson and Tom McIntyre are back with another series of stories about Central Illinois' hidden past.
And today they are off to Fulton County for a story of a World War II community that sprang up and disappeared, all in the space of a few years.
When the U.S. went to war in December of 1941, the country was not prepared for the war that was to come, but there were already plans to turn part of Fulton County into a military training camp.
The land was flat, Galesburg nearby was a railroad hub, and so in September of 1942, the U.S. government bought thousands of acres of farmland. They gave the farmers 30 days to get out.
The work to create Camp Ellis went on through the winter of 1942-43. Workers called it Swamp Ellis. 2,200 buildings had to be built, and it was a godsend to Fulton County's people.
In the midwestern part of the country at the time of Pearl Harbor, we were still in a depression, and people didn't have jobs. And all at once, this was a job market. People came from more than 100 miles to work at Camp Ellis. Anybody that had a room that they could house people in, it was full. And that was true of Ipava and all of the surrounding communities within driving distance.
Camp Ellis was a training center for support troops. Construction engineers, cooks, medics, quartermasters, dentists, and truck drivers were trained at Ellis. There was even a landing strip built so that medical units could be hurried to the front. And there was a small POW camp for captured German and Austrian soldiers.
An estimated 125,000 servicemen, and some WACs as well, were trained here. After the war, Camp Ellis was declared surplus. No new government use could be found for the land, and it was sold back for farming. But to this day, the Easley Museum in Ipava is still getting material from Camp Ellis 70 years after it closed.
There have been more things come in recently in the last 6 months than in the previous 3 or 4 years.
There's almost nothing left of Camp Ellis but memories. So it's left to the Easley Pioneer Museum in Ipava to tell its story.
It's a story of a time when Fulton County was home to one of the largest military camps of its kind in the country. For Bob and Tom's Excellent Adventures, I'm Tom McIntyre.
And I'm Bob Larson.